Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to give you a sneak peek preview of how we use Zenphi along with generative AI internally to make our sales and customer success operation a lot more efficient. So in this case, we use Google's Gemini specifically for our customer success and sales operations, as I mentioned. So the idea is that whenever there's a trial user signing up with Zenphi, customer success engineer will get a notification like this based on the region they're operating in. So this notification comes from Zenphi platform that, hey, there's a new trial user, and there may be some information. Like in this case, user has mentioned a potential use case they want to automate with Zenphi, and they indicate a bit more information about themselves. So based on this information, customer success engineer would draft very personalized email and reach out to the trial user offering to assist him or her. Like they used to do this manually before generative AI came along. I mean, drafting the email, creating the email. But after ChatGPT and Google's Bard, now Gemini, came along, they started relying a lot more on those platforms, getting help, asking them to draft an email. Basically, they go to the interface, they give the information, and you give the prompt and ask it to draft an email. Then they copy paste the email to the Gmail, edit it, press send from there. Now, I'm going to show you how we have leveraged Google Gemini in this case to orchestrate and make this process a lot more efficient, and ended up with a lot more happier customer success engineers. So now, whenever there's a sign-up process, we've created a flow, Zenphi flow here. With Zenphi platform, the workflow engine will make a call to this Zenphi flow, passing a bit of information, basically all those information you see here. But the information comes in a JSON format. I'm going to try to mimic a user sign-up happening by running a flow and showing it to you in action. Then I walk you through the workflow. So let's see, specify this, press the start. I'm going to make two instances. So in this case, there's a technology director from healthcare and social assistance. They specify the use cases. There's a bit more information. Let's make create another trial user, or mimic creating another trial user. Paste the start. So in this case, the user hasn't indicated that what they would love to use Zenphi for. Maybe they're just having a look. Now, what's going to happen? The customer success engineer is going to get looked up based on this Zenphi table, based on the region they're operating. I created this dummy table. It's got the same email address for the demo purpose. So both emails going to have to be assigned to this person. So as you can see, already has received 2 emails. So which one was Jane? Let's have a look. So they receive an email like this, indicating that, I've gone ahead and drafted an email, personalized email for you. Here's the email. If you want to go ahead and make a change to it, go ahead and make a change to it right in place. So no more copy pasting into any other chatbot. So here we say, welcome to Zenphi. I'm Audrey, US. Basically, that's the name we gave here, just so that we can identify it. A customer success engineer here to help you to explore the power of business process automation for your Google workspace. I understand you're in the healthcare and social assistant industry, and you're looking to streamline your onboarding and offboarding processes, particularly for franchises. So if you're wondering where that's come from, these are the use cases. This is, I believe, Gemini has driven this based on the use cases the user indicated during the sign-up. So as you can see, it's done a really decent job to draft an email. Now here I can go ahead and edit the email if I wanted to. I'm going to go and say, maybe a complimentary demo. Make it bold, make it red. I mean, you can make many changes you want. And you can see also even the email signature has got the users, the customer success engineer for that region, the name of that customer success engineer. Then I'm going to select this option. I've got the option to say email the user, send in my draft folder, or ignore, don't do anything. Press submit. So this was for the first one. Let's have a look at the, I'm going to delete this so I don't get confused. Look at this. I assume this is for the trial user who hadn't specified the usage summary. That's right. Now let's see what is written here. Hi, John. Welcome to Zenphi. I'm Audrey, a customer success engineer. I'm thrilled to have you on board. Since you have already automated a few processes, you understand the value it brings. With Zenphi, you can take your automation to the next level, streamline even more workflows within your Google Workspace. I guess that's a pretty good, decent job, because this user hadn't specified the use case and what has said that I've already automated a few processes before. I'll do the same here and enter here, and I'll tell you know what, go ahead and email this user as well. Now, this email is going to get sent to the trial user. So, as I mentioned, no more copy pasting for our customer success engineers. And if you wonder how it looks, because I gave the email address of the same person for the demo purpose, as a trial user. As you can see, there are 2 emails upcoming. They're very personalized. Let's look at the first one. This is the one I made a few changes. It's coming like that. And if you're wondering how it gets templated, I'll show you in the flow as well. And this is the second one, going to John. And along the way, we have specified the display name and reply to address, and we can also put a CC too, so it gets logged into HubSpot or your CRM as well. Now let's look at the flow and see how easy it was to create this with Zenphi, and we use it internally. So as I mentioned, it's got a HTTP trigger, so Zenphi engine can make a call to this process and start it. First thing we do is that we convert the JSON payload. This is the sample JSON payload, which gets passed to the flow, convert it to an object using the convert JSON to object action. And so that the output becomes something like this, which is a lot more friendly and usable in Zenphi. Then I'm going to go here and look up who is the customer success engineer for that region based on the country code of which was specified during the sign-up process by the trial user. And you can look up multiple customer success engineers. In fact, that's what we do in the live system. And then this is where it gets really interesting. This is where we go and ask Gemini to run a prompt. Now, I've made a copy of the prompt here. I'm going to show you. The objective is to create a prompt like this. And this is just a prompt. You can customize it however you want to your own needs. And over the time, I'm sure we keep optimizing this prompt. So there's a few parameters are passing. Of course, all these contact information are dynamic. I specify, give me the output in this format. I just need the subject and the body. And this is the purpose of the email. You're sending it on behalf of this person, who's a customer success engineer at Zenphi, and the body should be HTML formatted. So the way we construct that in Zenphi is something like this. It's the same thing, just a dynamic bit coming from the previous actions or from the trigger. We just construct them dynamically and pass it to Google Gemini. Then we use a few helper action to extract the value of the Gemini response. Then because we had mentioned it, ask Gemini to give it in this format. So we use another convert JSON to object and say, convert it, this is the schema, convert it to this schema. And from there, it's just another Zenphi action called request data. This is a form we have designed. Up here, we are constructing the HubSpot URL, so in case they want to quickly click on it and act on it, displaying the information for their contact. And then here we are defaulting the value of the email subject to an email body to the values we receive from Gemini. Down here, we've got the action. Next thing, we've got to go over the decision. In our case, I've only filled out the email to the user, but you can save it as draft or just ignore it. And when we want to email it to the user, I'm using another feature in Zenphi called generate email template. So basically, you can go and create a template for your organization or for the emails you want to send. Let me show you quickly the template. It's a built-in template designer. You put a placeholder. So I've just given it a header and a footer with green color. I say generate that template. While you're doing that, replace the token with the body that we received from Google, and then go ahead and send it to the trial user. And down here, if I show you, we'll send the reply to address is the email address of the customer success engineer for that region, and display name is the display name. So yeah, just like that. I mean, it took us half an hour to put this flow together, which was really exciting. Google Gemini is doing a very decent job in generating the content. I mean, in our case, we're using Google Gemini, but you can use the Zenphi's generative AI action as well. Would achieve pretty similar result here, generative AI action. So this is one of the ways we use our own tool, and now with now generative AI is available, generative AI in our own operation, and it's enabling us to operate a lot more efficient manner, and to be able to provide a lot better services to you and rest of our users. Hopefully you find this helpful, and please let us know if you've got any questions or comments. Thank you very much.